Good morning. I just wanted to let everyone know there is now a big country time sports basketball score sheet. So I'll put a link to this folder. You can grab it free of charge, of course. It's called Big Country Basketball Score Sheet right here. Let's take a look at it. So even if you don't use this, it'll give you an idea of how the game layout works. This is my basketball game, and the reason I'm doing this is I'm planning on playing a lot more of my own basketball game, career mode. I've been enjoying the hell out of it while on this break, while dealing with other things. This is the game I've been playing, and I wanted something that allowed me to track the players and the stats a little easier than scribbling in a notebook. So this is also the base version, so this won't work for those people who want to play 4-segment quarters like pro basketball. This is meant to be Big Country Basketball Time. Big Country Basketball Time is written to see scores, 3-segment scores per quarter. And it's still meant to be professional basketball, but it's not meant to, again, mimic exactly your NBA or whatever you think basketball should be. So you write in your starting players, you put down their matchup rating with their opponent, the bench players and their matchup rating with their opposite man-to-man player. Unless, of course, you're using styles, then the ratings will be affected by styles. And then at the end of the game, you can write down the leaders. So you'll have those here. I can write down the point guard and his total score for the game. So again, it's set that you score at 4, 8, and 12-minute segments. If you want to play pro, closer to modern basketball, then as I say before, it should be broken into 3-minute segments. And the position to write in who scores, the point guard, what his score was, and then the visiting score here, and that's a running score, right? And then hometown, same thing, their point guard, their score, and the hometown score is a running score, and that's the first quarter. Second quarter's here, third quarter's here, fourth quarter's here, and if there is a need for overtime, overtime is literally 5 minutes. So you'll have one overtime. If the game is not resolved by then you'll play a second overtime. If it's not resolved by then, you'll play a third overtime. And if it's not resolved by then, again, you can just keep playing overtime until it's resolved. And then at the very bottom is your visiting team, home team, and their score per quarter and their total. So, again, it may not be useful. I don't know if a lot of people, if they like to spend money printing out score sheets. I don't. I've said it before, I am anti-score sheet. However, I think score sheets are paramount to teaching the games. I think they're paramount to showing people how. I think it helps people kind of get the rhythm and the tracking of how the game functions. So I think they're paramount when it comes to learning and teaching the games. But I really hate paying money to print out score sheets. So, but I have used them, and some games demand them. Grid Zone's a fine example of a game that really demands a score sheet. John Turnbull's games, especially basketball, kind of demands a score sheet, which is great. So many of my peers and colleagues, they use computers. They use Windows Excel to do all their gaming, so it's irrelevant to them. They don't need a score sheet. They just need an Excel program, or they need a way to track it on their iPad or their PC or their home computer. So I would say I don't know what number of tabletop gamers really are hybrid. They play their tabletop games using computers. I think it's a pretty high number. I'm old school. I don't play tabletop games to also use my computer. I abhor it. My goal is to sit down like you're supposed to with pencil and paper and dice and track this stuff in notebooks or with score sheets. But anyway, I made a score sheet just to aid people and kind of to see how it works. But take it or leave it. Again, it's a free deal. I will probably print out a whole score pad of these, as I am planning on playing a lot more basketball, my basketball game, and I'm planning on playing a lot more of my soccer game as well. I've been enjoying soccer on this hiatus. Holy cow, soccer's been a blast. I've been tempted to invite 6 players from the community to build a soccer team, and then I would run a soccer league for those individuals. That's how much I'm enjoying soccer. But I'm not ready to commit to something like that right now. But I thought it would be so fun just to get 6 people in the community to give me a name of a soccer team, roll up their attributes, and send me all that data, and then I would set a schedule and I would play out our soccer. I would play out a soccer league. It would be so much fun. So that's how much I'm enjoying soccer too. The good thing about being away is you kind of get away from your normal thing, and you say, I'm going to do some stuff I normally am not doing. And I'm such a football guy. I always find myself wanting to play football and boxing, but I purposely during this break have played basketball and soccer. And holy cow, having a great time. All right, thank you for watching, everybody. This again, I'll put a link here below if you want to grab this score sheet. All right, bye bye.